Let's connect and have a party. All of my neighborhood were home. They turn to. Longer, my friend. Shit. But I need to come too. And I'll find you. Hold on, I'll find you.
They say fear haunts and pain hates. I say pain strengthens and fear drives faith.
Take someone on Facebook, Twitter, you know, why not? Yeah, buddy. Have fun for day.
Tell me you gon' help me stay and fight. No one tryna play with my soul. I'm just tryna find where to go. I'm tryna remember the way. I'm tryna get back to my home. But I can't do this on my own. That's why I'm just trusting in you. Cause I don't know where else to go. And I don't know
what to do. The film on. Longer, my friend. But nobody to turn to. Hold on and I'll find you. Next.
Vitamin C serum by L'Oreal Paris with 12% pure vitamin C. Skin looks 2 times brighter in.
Yeah, buddy, my wish I wish. Shit, Summer's on. Hey boys. Yeah, hey. Hey. Awesome party. Thanks guys. Yeah, it's party in the USA. Party in the USA. Shit. Me now. Yeah, out of town. Yeet. Homesick. The summer's gone. Oh, I forgot. I technically own 5 houses. This one here, that one over there, that one over there, and, you know, the block. Not the whole block, but just this neighborhood here. I'll show you. Like I said. But, I forgot I own 5. This house here, that house, and that house there. And that house down there, of course. So yeah, 5. And that's all. I own. Yeah, but the hands up. Your way, my right, yeah. Moving vehicle, from the USA. Hands up. Hey, can I join? Sure thing. Go right ahead. This one. So what's your name? Katrina. Cool. What about yours? Damien. Fair enough. I mean Johnny. How old are you, Katrina? 11. What about you? 15. Cool.
Chic at La Superica, grabbing tacos, checking out hotties. Now we're talking astrology, getting our nails did all Japanese. Day drinking at the Wildcat, sucking real bad at Mariah Carey. Okay, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
What's your wife's name? Anthony.
This is how we do.
Huh. Funny, me too. Well, looks like we're siblings. Got them right. Well, yo. I'm born. You got a fat ass, Katrina, you see? Thanks. Nice tits too.
I see you. Yo, this goes out to all you kids that still have their cars at the
But boy, Tuesday.
Yo, shout out to all you kids. My little sister's with you.
Rent money. This is how we do, yeah. Tell you what, this is how we do. Yeah. This is how we do. Next. Yeah, buddy, Jesse J. Yeah, buddy. Kill you, motherfucker. Good rockin' dude. Alright, yeah. Got my hand on right here. Man, done, do it like a man, then, aye. Do it like a man, then, sugar. fucking rock up brother. Come on, boys. Wow. Look like a dollar. Oh, look a dude. Good like a bubba. Good like a dude. Dude. London, sugar, sugar, sugar. London, I recommended. Yeah, buddy. Down, rolling timber. Okay, disconnect. Okay, party's over. All views. Let me connect to the speaker. There we are. Okay, party's over. You can sleep here or go home. I'm going. Gang, gang. My car's stolen. I mean, if my bike's stolen, then cool. Fun by me. Because technically, I stole that car. I mean, bike. Not gonna call up. I'm not gonna call up, you know, to get me a car. Okay, good. My bike is still there. Connect. Press play. Forget. Yeah. A bond. Yeet. Yeah, boy. Get on. Go round. And your partner running round. Round and partner going down, down. You better move. At night. Going down. Wonderful day. They're gone someplace to fuck. Cow. Someplace to fuck. You're about to go cow. Oh, morning. You're about to go down. Going down. Run timber, you better move, you better dance. No, remember. Oh shit. Oh well. You shit. This one. A bond. Might shut down the club. Yeet. Tell me how you do. If you on your one. Shit. Return action. Yeet. Hard video. Maybe how you do. Yeah, buddy. Hey boys, go on in. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Let's park it here. Disconnect. Well, let's go up here and up here. Done. Oh fuck. Here, basically. Fair enough. Well, watch out YouTube.
What's up everyone, welcome to the video. I hope you're all having a great day. Out in the beautiful outdoors. On my way to this pond spot, there is hopefully some big bass in here that I can catch. I got a blunt with some Dutch Masters, super throwback, haven't smoked one of those in a minute. Some joint papers and a Swisher Sweet for a throwback classic as well. It's pretty hot right now, not too bad, it could be worse. This summer has been extremely hot and humid. If you guys have seen the last creek fishing sesh video, the one with Amanda, this is actually right near that spot. I just haven't fished this spot yet, but I kind of did. Like last time I was here, I went to it on my way out, and I had a bite. I caught one bass, and I was only there for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to actually fish this spot out, so we'll see. Hope you guys are all smoking along to this video, and if you are, let me know what you're smoking, whether it's a joint, a bong, a blunt, and what strain. Today I have some Jealousy, which it's pretty gassy, but it's kind of on the gelato end. Has that pungent bakery cookie smell kinda. And then I got some classic OG. It's called Magic OG. Some type of OG I've never had, but it smells almost like every other OG I've had. I'm not really picky when it comes to OGs. As long as it's OG, it's fire. Good grown OG. But yeah. As soon as I pulled up, I didn't get it on camera. I just seen a fat fish. I don't even know what it was. Oh, I see something swimming right there, literally. Look at that. Boom. Just got here. And there was another one over there. And there's a drop down log right here. I'm going to put a worm on and try and cast. I was going to roll up a blunt, but I see too much fish. I'm trying to catch one right now. Yeah, that's a nice one. Nice night crawler about to get rigged up. Scared of stepping on a fucking snake. I don't like the way this line casts. What I'm using. Cookie. Thing is just playing with it. Bite it, bitch. Already had something take my bait. Got one. Hell yeah. Little bass. Photo for the girl. We got one. Hell yeah. First catch. Been here about 10-15 minutes. Little bass. Not bad. I want to smoke now. Let's smoke some weed. Oh, wrong way, buddy. I want to catch some big fish. I've been catching a lot of little guys recently, but still catching fish, so it's sesh time. Sesh time. Here's some of that Jealousy. Purple. Smells pretty good. And then that OG. There's that Magic OG. So, I've never seen this packaging before. I feel like rolling up the Dutch Master just because it's been so long since I've smoked one of these. So, I'm gonna roll one of these up. Some of that Jealousy. It smells so good. I think I need a little more ground up. The Jealousy. It's cool here at this spot. There's also some blackberry bushes. Got a little basket. No blackberries. It's so crazy to think it's been just over a year since I moved from Vegas. My life has completely changed, for the better, in a good way. It's not that my life was bad, but I love fishing and just being outdoors a lot more. Back in Vegas, great city,
It's all
has its
desert.
pros and cons, but there ain't nature in Vegas like there is out here.
It's
I feel
all
like this is a new,
desert.
chapter in my life. I want to say thank you to all you guys who've been supporting the change and following me along this journey. It's been a crazy ride for sure. Still going, and sometimes I just like stop and think. I'm
Vegas
really
was
living the
built
dream.
on
I'm
a desert.
always aspiring to get more and achieve more in life, but it's always nice to appreciate
So
what you
stuck
have
with
and
him.
kind of recognize how far you've come. And not to sound weird or corny or anything. Alright, decent roll. Let's get this lit up. This is for all you guys who've been supporting the channel, whether you bought in merch from High Spirit, literally anything. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to live my dream, seriously. Cheers, everyone. It's windy out here, but it was not windy just a second ago.
Okay, over to the chest.
Oh. Alright, that was hard. Kind of got a shitty burn on that, but wind kind of came out of nowhere. Thank you so much. Super stoked. So you guys saw me catch that first fish. I used just a regular worm, a night crawler, but I got a whole bunch of different soft lures, crankbaits, just some different stuff that I want to try out instead of worms. Worms are usually my go-to. I feel like they get the most bites. Any fisherman probably agrees, but there's something satisfying about using a fake lure and like tricking the fish into thinking that it's a real fish or worm or whatever it may be. But it's always good to test out a new spot with the worm just to see if there's fish there. You can also use crankbaits and spinnerbaits and stuff like that to, you know, test the waters in large areas. But yeah, some of you may not know, I'm only about a year experience into fishing. There's been a few times where I've fished in my life, and every time I did it, I really fucking enjoyed it, but I always had someone handling the pole, tying the knots, doing all that stuff for me. Since I moved out here, I took the initiative to really learn and do it myself, and I feel like I'm not trying to get too cocky. I'm still such a beginner, but I definitely, there's so much progress I've made. If I like go back to like when I first started, I didn't even know how to tie a knot. I really didn't know anything. But just coming out and fishing, getting experience, practicing, watching YouTube videos and whatnot, I feel like I've been getting a lot better. So stoked to have a little bit of confidence now. You know, I really didn't know what I was doing at first, but, and I'm gonna watch this later on years when I'm like a fucking insane fisherman. I'm gonna be like, huh, I thought I was good then. Look how good I am now. It's just always how it is. You always look back at yourself, and it's a healthy thing in a sense, you know, like it shows that you're making progress. Got a better burn on this now. I could pass this to you guys right now. I would. It's so nice in the shade, but once you step out into the sun over there, it's just like, ah. So luckily we're under this tree. So someone has definitely fished in this spot. There's a bobber right there. There you go. My cookie girl. Drop a like for Cookie. Cookie girl. But seriously, the age restriction really sucks. I get so many comments from you guys, my subscribers. Let me know if this happens to you, where I'll post a video and you don't see it until later, you don't get the notification, you gotta like search my name or come on my page. Just likes and comments help with the algorithm because YouTube does not like the weed videos. They're like, yo, this is not good. But then they show a whole bunch of other bullshit on the platform. It doesn't really make sense to me. I'm just out here smoking and fishing. but it is what it is. I'm never gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop, alright? It's Dutch berries. Dutch berry? What was it called again? Dutch Master Berry Fusion. Yeah. These used to be like one of my favorites. Nowadays, I swear I'm just an original type of guy. I don't like too much flavoring in my wraps. I'm just a original backwood, original Swisher, but for the bag. And I took my Dime Bag patches. Some of you guys know Dime Bag has these patches that you can put on their bags, and it just like fits perfectly right there. It's not even supposed to go there, but yeah. Shout out Dime Bags. They also have patches, not only padded bong bags. Blow smoke on him? He's trying to get high? Hey, that's bug cruelty. Hey, just kidding. Hey, look at him. I'm not gonna lie, I might get some hate for this in the comments. There was a wasp nest, or it wasn't even a nest, it was like forming at the front of my door, so where I just took, you remember this? It was small, it wasn't really forming yet, so I just took a jar, put it up, and then kind of slid it off, and then put the lid on. There was like one wasp and one little honeycomb. Brought that jar inside, and I blew some smoke in the jar. I felt like a 13-year-old, but it was so funny. Fuck that wasp. You're not allowed to make a nest in my house. You're gonna die. Like, how could you get that wasp high? How could you make a nest on my house? I don't have an issue with bees at all. I never have. They don't sting you. Like, as long as you don't fuck with them, or, you know, they don't want to sting you because they'll die if they sting you. Wasps, they can sting you multiple times and fly off and not give a fuck. And they'll do... I need to knock on wood right now. I'll knock on this basket. I've never been stung by a wasp yet, and I know that's a pretty common thing. And there's a lot of, like, seaweed, not seaweed, we're at a pond, but there's a lot of like weeds and stuff, lake weeds, whatever you want to call it, and I just wonder if a frog bait would work good here. I have a frog bait and I've never used it before, but I heard, not just heard, I've seen videos. There's this one guy, you may have seen him, hood fishing, super dope. Follow him on Instagram, and he goes to these creeks, and you'll see him toss the frog out, and then the fish just boom, jump up and strike it. I don't think I've caught anything like that where it just strikes it that hard. I feel like the biggest fish I've caught so far is maybe like 3 pounds. I don't know, which is still pretty big for me, but I'm trying to catch some bigger stuff, trying to use some bigger baits and whatnot. I love fishing. It's literally my favorite hobby now. Crazy to say. Not really. A lot of people think it's boring. Like, how is it boring? I guess because people get the idea that you're just like sitting there and like waiting, but really like you get to try new different lures, new techniques, find new fish. You get to sit there, talk with your friends, smoke, you know, you're outside enjoying nature. There's so much more to it than just like, you know what I'm saying? And if you haven't fished before, I advise you to go try, or just go outside. If you know, for starters, just take yourself outside, get some sunlight. It's good for you. It is. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have a head change from that Dutch. Do you, or is it just me? You smoke vape, so we all smoke vape. You vape, so.
What's up? Do you smoke weed?
Like, this is
yes. Cool.
I smoke a wrap and I feel it in my head.
Blunt,
especially with
smoke?
Backwoods just
I do.
obliterate me.
Good.
The nicotine
cool.
head, yeah,
that's the blunt and the smoke, keep a couple of
It's
knives.
crazy the vapes they make
keep
nowadays.
this water
I'm
here
a
out
proud
of
non-vapor. My whole generation, every single kid I know, I'm not trying to hate, almost every single kid I know are young adult vapes. But that's what happened. I feel like big tobacco industry was like, we're losing customers, everyone knows cigarettes are bad. And then they kind of made vape as a way. It was supposedly marketed as a way to help people get off cigarettes, but then with all those flavors and new pod systems and all that shit, it just made a whole new generation of kids interested, and now that's how it works. Because could you imagine, how would big tobacco survive nowadays without all that? I know people still smoke cigarettes, buy tobacco, but so many people fucking vape. It's insane. It looks like a Slurpee cup. It's like, why does it look like a toy? And then the second thing, well, I've said multiple things, is how strong they are. Like the joules, I don't know how the milligrams or percentages really work because again, I'm not a vapor, but I know those are so strong. I've taken like the smallest little like, and I have lungs, I smoke weed, but the way that those vapes hit are completely different. I take the smallest drag, like if this was a vape, and I'm like dying, I'm coughing. It just the way it hits your throat, and I get an instant head change. They're not good. I know there's so many people that are probably watching this with their vape in their hand, probably hit. I'm not trying to talk shit. I love you guys. I'm just talking. Over here smoking ticket. Yeah, the dick. And back when I was in high school, there was vapes, but maybe when I was a senior, they started making the joules and the pods and stuff like that. But most kids that I knew in high school that were vaping, they had like the tank mods and stuff like that. And they were a little harder to bring around in class because it's bulky. But now kids can just hide their little pods in their pocket, go in the bathroom and shit, and it's crazy. I didn't know about that. Apparently they got vape detectors in schools now. That's crazy. The craziest thing that I did, well, there was carts when I was in high school, but it was very hard to get by and it wasn't very common. So I had one of those things called the Gigawax pen where it was a coil and you had to load in your wax yourself. So I would go in the bathroom, load in my wax, and then hit it in the stall, or sometimes I would just, if my pen was already loaded in the classroom, I would just ghost that bitch. So it was a lot harder. You couldn't just like hit a pen that has a battery. Well, the pen I have has a battery, but you had to load it onto the coil with like some shatter, some crumble, whatever you had. And by far the craziest thing I think I've ever done, I might do a live story on this. This was my senior year in high school, the first day of school. Not the first day of school, I think it was like maybe the second day of school. I brought a Dabadoo or a Dr. Dabber, one of those electronic dabbers in my backpack, and I went in one of the stalls during PE when they were just like assigning lockers and shit. Everyone's just sitting in the bleachers, and I had a full-on dab session in one of the stalls. I brought like I said, I had a whole electronic rig. I was
After this
dabbing in that
episode,
shit.
I will see you
I
in the
don't
year.
advise doing that, but that was just just funny. But about done with that blunt now. Just been sitting here ranting and talking to you guys, which I feel like a lot of you guys come here for that. But I'm gonna catch some fish now. I'll see you guys on the water. Okay, so usually I have the best luck throwing my bait in front of drop downs like this log. That's where I was casting at first. Wasn't having any bites, so I was like, fuck it, let me just throw it out in the middle, see what happens. And that's where I caught that little bass. So I'm gonna keep casting as far as I can out in that area and see if I can catch some more fish. And that wasn't that far, but it was about the same spot where I caught that one, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep rocking the live bait, the worm, for a little longer. And then I'm going to try my spinner bait and just a couple other of my lures. If I catch a big fish, I wonder if I'm going to have an issue pulling it over this log. Haven't had any bites yet. Cookie still over there? Spot right there. That's where I'm getting those bites. They keep ripping off my night crawlers, so I'm going to try these red wigglers, which are a little smaller. Just drop that. They're a little smaller, but should be harder for them to rip off. No way. I didn't even feel that. I didn't even feel nothing take my bait. Yes. Oh, that's a little guy. No way. Damn, that sucks. I got hooked on the log.
Let me go freaking out!
Fuck. No! I'm a dumbass. God damn it. Well, I choked on that one. I got it stuck on the log, and then I don't even know how I did that. Oh, whoa, that was instant. That was so instant. No, not again. This spot. That one was so instant. I love live bait, it's so fun. I want to switch over to my other ones, but I'm having so much fun on this. Get a shot of this guy. Hell yeah.
Well, with her smoke now, though,
Swim
so.
away, sunfish. That was so instant, I went, instantly hooked himself. I'm going to try and catch one more fish with worms, and then I'm going to switch over to some of my other lures and see if I can catch something bigger.
In the morning, off camera,
just catching some little guys.
I will
still
drop you
fun,
guys off. You show me where my mum lives and my dad live. You know. Got it.
That's my bait. I felt it. This spot, I don't know if you guys can see, but they are just biting. Like, it's right as soon as I cast, and the bait starts falling down. These fools are striking it. It's like, how can you not use live bait? They're biting like insane right now.
Love you, Daddy Bella. Love you too, Sissy. I hope.
Instant, big one, the bigger one.
Oh no, Daddy Bella. Got the mark, Sissy.
Bigger one! Bigger one! When I say this shit's instant, I literally mean it every cast. Oh my goodness. Chill out. I don't want to hook myself. Motherfucker, you're gonna hook me. Fuck yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go! That's a nice one. Not super big, but proud to catch this guy. I think this is a largemouth. I know it's a bass for sure, so. That's it. So live bait's working really good, but I do want to try, like I said, some soft plastic. So here's a worm. I'm just going to do, or a Senko worm, I think that's what it's called. Right down the middle, I believe. Yeah, let's see if I can get a bite with this. What the fuck? Oh, I had a bite. I just missed it barely. Okay, so that's a good sign. I'm getting a bite. Not as quick as the live bait, but okay. Got a situation here. Alright, so I just switched over to a spinner bait, a pretty big one. I've only been catching small fish in here, but I feel like there's some big fish in here. I'm going to see if I can get something big to strike this. Let's see. I need to cast far out with this. So I'm going to stand on this line with the spinner bait. So much better. See, on this log I can cover way more water. Ooh, hell yeah! Fuck yes! My first catch with a motherfucking spinner bait. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna let this fish go. And then I'm gonna see you guys at the other creek spot. We're gonna go over there now so we can swim a little bit. This isn't really a swimmable area, so let's get this guy back in. And one more cast. Just because, I don't know. One more. Oh my goodness. I got something, bro. Dude. Brother, my brother. If I didn't do that cast, For like the first 10 minutes or so, not catching nothing, no bites, all of a sudden, it is going off. It is popping off the fucking spinner bait. Let's go! Made it to the creek spot, just a short walk. This was that one spot I was just here with Amanda, where that log is, and all those little panfish just bite like crazy. But I think there's some bigger fish over here. Try and catch some with the spinner bait, see if I can get some bass. Just anything really bigger. I'm also fine with the small fish, might just use some live bait here. Got a little pipe loaded up right here. Not often you guys see me with a pipe, but brought it because why not? Really easy to pack. I think I've caught 5 fish so far, if you count the ones that I got stuck on the log and then they escaped. Maybe even 6 if you count those. I don't know. I'm so happy. It's my first time ever using a spinnerbait, and it gives me confidence to start using it more. About 10 minutes in, like I said, I wasn't getting any bites, but then, boom, just like out of nowhere, they started biting. I'm going to try it here, and then go back to live bait, and then try just a regular...
Pause it. Ready? Yeah, I'm ready, brother. Go, sis.
I need to smoke something and calm my ass down.
Well, I will see you in a year. See you then. Now, get out of here. See you then. Go.